Welcome to our podcast. I'm Katie.
And I'm Hannah.
And this is
We Used to Be Fun.
Vibes of the Week.
Yeah.
So this week was a little weird because it was her first week at daycare.
Oh, Sadie.
Mm-hmm. It was a little sad because, you know, like your maternity leave's ending and paternity leave. It feels like a phase of like your pregnancy or like your kid's childhood is like ending.
Kid's childhood.
So
5 months of life.
Yeah, 5.5 months of life. So it was like the first day of daycare. She likes it, which is good. I mean, obviously she's already sick because that's what happens at daycare and that's what life is. So that's
daycare cold action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cold and then really bad diaper rash.
Weird.
I think it's because
Are they changing her diaper?
I think they're like changing it to. Well, one, I think her diapers were getting too small. I think we switched to 3s. We switched off of 2s. We switched to 3s. I know,
big day.
And then I also kind of think like this is like this might be controversial, but we don't like after pee we don't wipe.
I don't think I did.
We only wipe after poo.
But Jack was a boy. I don't know if it really matters.
So
maybe like one. I don't. Yeah.
So we definitely, obviously, like when she does poo, we clean the whole area.
They're not a girl, so I don't know what it's like when you poop there.
But like when she pees, we don't wipe, and so I think. But at daycare, I think they do wipe, and so I think it's like causing more like irritation.
Moisture, irritation. Yeah.
I'm
trying to think. I guess I'll find out because I literally forget everything.
Like honestly, do we need to call someone?
Early onset Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess you will find out. So other than that, like daycare, the funny story. So this week, she's 5.5 months, so she's like obsessed with like she's getting to the point where like she wants to eat food. Like, you know, they get like interested in food. No, we haven't done solids yet. Like except like random like here's a piece of ice cream. So
started out easy.
She is like really interested in food though, and like she sits with us on the lap like when we eat dinner because we are like typical millennials, sorry. And we eat in front of the TV on the couch. And so we're like I was eating like stroganoff, mushroom stroganoff.
I love stroganoff. It sounds so good right now. But with meat in it, not just mushrooms.
So I'm eating stroganoff, and she's on my lap, and so like it's on the coffee table, and so I like lean to like, or I like get a scoopful, and I'm like bringing it to me, and I guess at some point she then grabs the bowl. And all over the floor.
It's the worst.
Yeah. So it was
and you lose your stroganoff.
I lost the stroganoff all over the carpet. Great day for Walt.
That's bad.
Yeah. So it was like funny though, because it was honestly the first time it's happened, which is surprising.
She's hungry.
I'm hungry Walt.
I feel you, Sadie.
Except for on Hannah.
Hungry girl.
Okay, what about you?
When do you feed them? 6 months?
6 months is when we're starting like real solid.
Okay. Vibes of the week this week. Let's see. Last week was my brother's wedding. This week, what's been up with Jack this week? Not a whole lot. I feel like we had something on. Oh, we had to go back to the doctor. I don't think I told you this. He went in like a month ago and he'd lost weight. Like his weight was like less.
He's like skinny.
Yeah, he is skinny.
He takes after me.
This is actually kind of a funny.
Sadie takes after you.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny story because like this is clearly like me being crazy person, like pregnant. He went in a month ago because in his defense, he threw up. So we brought him to the doctor because he was like throwing up, whatever, he was sick.
Okay.
And then they weighed him and he was like, had lost, I forget how much weight. And then I was not at the appointment because I was at work. So Kevin took him. And then like later in the evening, I'm getting like all these other details about like the visit. Like, oh yeah, he had a pee in a cup. I'm like, why? For what? And then like, oh yeah, they also said we need to do this. I'm like, why? Like not getting any. It's like Kevin was like, oh, he was talking to me about the Rangers and the Caps. I had a Rangers hat. I'm like, okay, but what happened actually at the appointment? So this is like after hours now, and I convinced myself that Jack is a diabetic from what I can see from like his like my chart visit. Okay. I'm like, he's losing weight. He has these things called ketones in his urine, and they didn't say anything about it. Like what? Blah blah blah. And so I call like the after hours on-call doctor to be like, hi, I just wanted to talk with you. Like, should we be concerned? Like, blah, blah, blah. And they were very nice about it. They're like, it's fine. They're like, you can come in. They actually, you can come in on tomorrow, which was Saturday, and we'll do a finger stick on him just to make sure because he did have like.
So they weren't saying diabetes. You came to that conclusion.
I came to that conclusion all by myself. He doesn't have diabetes. It was fine. Because I was like, that night, I was like, do we need to go to like Fairfax? Like, he's obviously diabetic.
Which is also like a very controllable disease.
Yeah, but if you don't have it diagnosed and your sugar's out of control, you can go into a coma. So I was like, oh my God, he's not gonna make it through the night. He did.
Put the owlet back on him.
Yeah, right. All night I was like, oh my God. And he was just like sick, so he was like he was like off a little bit.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, it's
yeah,
diabetes.
no, that makes sense.
So that was that. Anyway, so we went back this week to the doctor, and just like as a follow up, he's gained all of his weight back. I think it was bad timing. He threw up before.
That's
the visit.
interesting.
Yeah, he gained all of his weight back. He hasn't gained like much more weight, but like he's back to where he was. And they're like toddlers kind of like don't
fluctuate like that.
Yeah, not really so much the losing weight part, but like that he shouldn't like he's not like they gain weight like every month like a newborn does. So that was news there. I was like, good news. He's healthy, good to go. So we had that this week. This is kind of a funny story. I didn't know how to answer it. We were eating dinner the other night, and we always like eat when we eat dinner. We don't eat dinner in front of the TV anymore because we have a toddler and trying to set good habits at the table. But we were talking about his day, about school, and he was talking about his friends, and he was like, "What's my black friend at school's name?" And I was like, I don't know. And I was like, but like, and I was like not prepared to have this conversation. And I was like, but like, we don't see like everyone's a different color. Like I tried to like
stumbling.
Yeah, I was like trying to go into it, and I was like trying to think of like who it was in the class, but I didn't want to just like guess a random name and then like be wrong, but it just like came out of nowhere. And like he doesn't think anything like of it like that.
Yeah.
But I was just like trying to be like, I don't know.
Did you go to school the next day and be like, can you give me the names of all of your black students?
No, I was just like, I'm gonna figure this out.
Like, calling someone, like, somebody needs to go.
Figure this out myself. Yeah. I was like, I don't know.
Oh gosh, that's tough because like eventually you're gonna have to have that conversation, but not when they're 3 years old.
Yeah, I was just like, oh
gosh.
color.
Oh god.
But, like you do. So
yeah,
definitely. You have to like talk. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's tough. That's really tough. Wow, I don't even think totally.
That's like one of those things that's like kids say the darndest things. You're like,
also, what did Kevin say at this?
Like we both just like looked at each other across the table, like. Like, how do we answer this?
This is like a where do babies come from?
Yeah,
like,
it's like we were just eating our chicken nuggets,
like, mushroom stroganoff.
Yeah, and we were like, we don't want to mess this answer up, but no one forewarned us.
Okay. So next segment.
Yeah.
Oh, we want to talk about what are like you now have been pregnant twice, even though the first one you don't remember, which is weird. What's like the top 3 most annoying things that you remember from being pregnant? Now, I will say I want to preface it with like, we are so happy that we had the opportunity to get pregnant. We love our kids. We love the journey. But
yeah,
it's not all
that sounded very
sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah. I feel like you always have to do the disclaimer.
Well, yeah, because I feel like people will be like, you're lucky.
You should be. Yeah, we get it.
You're so lucky
we are.
that you. Yeah, we get it. We are.
But very happy to be pregnant.
That's not what this podcast is about.
We can still complain about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, first pregnancy, I swear I blacked out the pregnancy, the birth, the newborn stage. I don't remember anything. If you ask me, no symptoms with Jack's pregnancy.
That's
like,
insane.
But like, I'm sure I did. I just forget.
I really want to know when I get pregnant again, like if I'm gonna remember it all.
Yeah, this one, I'll say like I didn't really have like, and I'm very fortunate that I don't have like bad pregnancies in general. Like first trimester, I was like tired, but like nothing, no morning sickness. Like up until recently, I've had like another pretty easy pregnancy. Mm-hmm. But recently, this baby, I swear his head is like, this is his head and this is my bladder. It's just like on top of it all day. So it's like I go to the bathroom and then like he moves and I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom again. And that's just like a very normal pregnancy thing at this point. But like last night, I swear between like 11 and 12:30, I got up 4 times. And I would like lay back down and I'd like turn. And I think when I turned, the baby would turn and his head was just like, they told me his head's down there. So I was like,
well, I guess that makes sense because you're coming up on it. Yeah. And they go downward.
Yeah. So peeing is like my number 1-ish annoyance right now. Mostly at night, which is weird. It's like when I'm laying down, it seems like
it's always an inconvenient time.
Acid reflux. I did have that with Jack a little bit. I do remember that. But like, I can't even pinpoint like what really caused. Like, it's not like I had spicy. Well, I did have enchiladas last night, so that was it. No, but it's not like I can pick like one thing. Like coffee, definitely will do it, but like I'm not gonna get rid of that. So like,
yeah, I mean, we're not insane.
I'm complaining about all these things that could be avoidable.
Sadistic.
Yeah, could avoid all of this, but I'm like, but I'm not gonna change that. So
yeah.
Acid reflux, and then this time, which is I think I feel like I'm a lot bigger this pregnancy than I was with Jack, like towards the end, my feet hurt and my legs hurt, like they ache. Like at the end of the day, they're like, to me, they look a little swollen, but like I'm used to seeing like bones in my feet. So like to the naked eye, they don't look swollen, but I think they look a little puffy.
They look bony to me.
Okay, look at this. See this swelling?
Dang, actually.
You see that?
Yeah, no, actually, you do have some swelling.
Look, my socks are cutting my circulation off.
You need to wear this compression socks.
Should I put my feet up so maybe we get some more followers?
Foot finder.
No one wants
looking for a pregnant woman. That's gross.
Yeah, so they just like ache at the end of the day, which is just annoying. And it's like some days, yes, it's like I've been like at work, like standing in the OR or something, so it makes sense. Other days I'm just like driving all day, and I'm like, well, I haven't even been on my feet. I've been sitting. Has to like push on the accelerator, on the pedal. Yeah. So those are my top 3.
Yeah, those all sound like they suck. And I will say it's kind of funny that you just don't remember any of these from Jack. And I'm trying to think of like if I remember you complaining about anything with Jack, and I really don't think you did, but you were like the first person I really knew that was like pregnant.
Yeah, I feel like also with Jack, I was like the first person, like I was like a teen pregnancy, so like I didn't have anyone to like not commiserate with.
Yeah,
but it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, like
exactly,
because everyone's gonna be like, okay.
Yeah. And I will say, it must have been a fairly easy pregnancy with Jack, because I remember you talking to my sister-in-law, and it was like immediately you wanted to get pregnant again, and she was like, "Are you insane?" Like, you were like really ready. Whereas like she had a tough pregnancy, and so she was like, "I don't want to be pregnant again immediately." So you must have had a fairly like.
I think I had like a very very easy, and this one also I would think compared to most is very easy to like take that with a grain of salt,
but still.
What's yours?
So my 3, my first one, acid reflux too. So
it's the worst,
dude. It was so bad, and I remember we were in Texas.
Yeah, I thought about you last night actually.
When it really hit, and like I was dying because like our friend Steph doesn't believe in Tums. Like she doesn't believe in like any sort of like
medicine. She just like takes like NyQuil as needed.
Yeah, and so she didn't have any Tums, and I was absolutely dying. Like I honestly thought I was going to take an Uber or like walk to the closest like CVS because I was dying.
Sorry. My dog's up here. You can't see him, but he's snoring.
I was like dying, and then it kept happening, and I finally realized that it was like chocolate or like artificial sweets.
You told me that it was like a sweet.
Yeah, it was like sweets, which was good for pregnancy weight, but also sucked.
Yeah,
to
like not having any sweets.
Yeah,
but it actually fixed it.
Yeah, if I didn't eat sweets, I didn't have acid reflux. So like that.
So you did something to change your outcome.
Oh, I had a lot of Tums too. Yeah. And yeah, I cut out the sweets completely. But it sucked because I'm a chocolate girl,
I literally have chocolate ice cream every night.
Like maybe
that's my issue. That's my issue.
The issue was the first time it happened so bad was when we had that giant cinnamon roll from that cookies place.
That was good though.
It was delicious, but it was painful.
Yeah.
The second one I would say was honestly probably sleeping. So I am a back sleeper. Like I've always been a back sleeper. You think I'm dead. Like when
you sleep like
you think I'm like a dead person when I sleep, and I sleep with my eyes open too. So when I could no longer
like casket looking.
So when I could no longer sleep on my back, that was really tough.
That is annoying. And sometimes you like lay on your back and you're like, oh, this feels so good.
Yeah.
And you're like, but I can't stay here.
Yes, I know. You're like just a little, or you like wake up on your back and you're like, how long have I been here?
Same. You're like, oh no. Immediately like roll over.
Yeah. So that was really tough. But by far the worst.
Curious, listen to me.
Was the hemorrhoids.
Oh, I forgot about your hemorrhoids.
It was
your roid rage.
It's still to this day. No, actually, it's gone now. But like, right, it was after pregnancy too. Like your postpartum.
You said like you were like the worst part about postpartum. At one point, you're like, it's honestly the
hemorrhoids by far. Like, I'll take the depression over the hemorrhoids any day.
I think I did the hemorrhoids.
It was so painful. Like, literally, I tell people, or people would be like, what does it feel like? And it literally felt like I was shitting out a shrimp tail all the time. Like, it literally felt like there was a shrimp tail going through my lower intestine and just fully scratching the butthole as it came out. And then you'd look, and it's like, oh, yep, there it is. There's the blood in there.
Do you want to tell the story about how you found out about your hemorrhoids?
I feel like we need to say. I feel like
one day say that for a different day.
We're gonna do an episode of like the funniest thing that happened to you when you're pregnant, and
that would probably be the funniest.
Yeah, the most funniest
the day Katie found out what hemorrhoids were.
So yeah, I would say those are my top 3. Those.
I wonder if they'll come back because like apparently they like don't ever like not to scare you. They don't ever fully like go away. They just like kind of shrink up. So I wonder if you get pregnant again, if it's gonna be like
Probably.
I'm back.
It's me, Rhonda the Broid.
You're like fuck this.
Dude, that sucks. I didn't know that. That's really like just like
Yeah.
solidifying that she may be an only child.
Really not feeling like having a second now.
Not doing that again.
Yeah, knock on wood. Don't have that issue yet.
Yeah, I hope for you. I hope for your sake.
Okay, so those were our pregnancy. What do you call them?
Woes. I wonder what other people's are. If you had a really bad pregnancy woe, feel free to comment.
I feel like people are going to comment. We're going to make now we feel bad. Ours are so not bad.
Mine
I threw up every day for 9 months.
Yeah, yeah. Seriously.
And we're like, oh, like I couldn't sleep that well.
We're like, is that a diet?
Yeah. Oh, so you lost weight during pregnancy?
So you never gained your pregnancy weight?
Kind of jealous.
Always looking at the bright side.
All right, should we go into our weekly pop culture versus culture section?
We need to come up. I hope one day we have like a jingle for this. Pop culture versus culture.
Yeah, then you did that last time. It's good.
No,
you did like this.
Oh yeah.
Do it again.
Pop culture versus culture.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like one of those. The more you know.
Yeah.
Sort of like PSA thing.
Yeah, it is a PSA. It's all news.
It is. It's informative for people.
Mine,
this may be the only news people get.
Mine is not so informative.
This may be the only news outlet that people get, culture or pop culture. It's definitely the only pop culture I get.
Yeah, it's sad that you don't know. Well, you'll see. You might know the answer to this. Do you want me to start today, or do you want to start?
You can. I don't know when we did last time.
You started.
Okay, then you start.
Okay. All right. This one you should know because I feel like you're more into reality TV than you are into other TV.
Yes.
Who are the 2 Summer House stars who recently broke up and is all over the news? It's tragic breakup.
I know one Summer House star.
Well, she actually one of them's on Summer House, one of them was not. Sorry, he was
Sierra.
No, that's not what I was thinking of.
I don't even know if she was dating someone, let alone broke up with someone. She's just on the Traitors.
Well, Paige DeSorbo.
I knew that she's the one with the dark brown hair.
Yeah, like really cute. Like does the podcast too. Yeah.
Oh,
her and Craig broke up, and they've been together forever. And it's been like a whole storyline on the show of like, will she move to be with him in Charleston? Will he move to be with her in New York? I guess neither one of them wanted to move because they broke up. This one, since you said last episode you were a Patriots fan, you might know the answer to this one.
Okay.
How old is Bill Belichick's new girlfriend?
I guess I feel like it's got to be young. So
or it could be the opposite.
Spoiler. No, I don't think you're trying to trick me. I think 31.
24.
I was gonna go younger.
You know what he looks like and how old he is.
Yeah.
24.
I wonder if she's got a thing for those cutoffs, like cutoff sleeve sweatshirt.
Ugh, yeah.
She's like, give it to me.
Ew.
Give me the back hair.
I thought you might have known that one.
Give me the back hair. I'm 0 for 3.
You're over the rate. Another. There's only 2.
I know. Sorry.
You're definitely not going to get this one.
So I am 0 for 3.
I'm sticking with there's a sports theme this week. Who is okay? This one you might know. What are the names of Patrick Mahomes' 3 kids?
Absolutely not.
No.
No way.
It's Olympic related. Buckley is hard.
Like Olympic related, like Olympic, like Aries.
Yeah, you want me to just tell you?
Like
them?
Greek Olympics or like Olympic athletes?
I'm just gonna tell you.
Usain Bolt.
Sterling, bronze, and golden.
Oh, I get how you say that.
Golden was just born, so that's like in the news recently. His wife just gave birth. Yeah.
What is their in its pregnancy theme?
Oh yeah.
Are they like? What's boys, girls?
Sterling is a girl, bronze is a boy, and golden is a girl.
I don't know. Like
girl, I think.
You really can't guess.
Yeah. I think bronze's name is technically like Patrick the Third or something, but he goes by Bronze.
Oh, I guess that's kind of cute. Yeah. Because bronze medal. Yeah. And it's the 3rd one.
No, he's the middle one.
But he's the
Actually, the last one
is... He's the 3rd Patrick, you said.
Oh, that might be why. I never thought about that. I just thought they were naming like...
No, he's the 2nd child.
Yeah, that actually might make sense because I thought they were
my gosh. This coming from a girl that was going to name, like, you've got a name that goes in your
third,
the family, and you were going to do that.
Should we name this baby Bronze?
And then you can call him Bronze. Name change.
I think it's gonna be too late for that.
Name change. Yeah. Okay. Okay, my turn.
Yep.
I still haven't gotten my flashcards yet that I
Yeah.
really want to get, but we do have a new color. Okay, actually, your kind of was a sports theme. Mine's kind of an animal theme.
Oh. Meow.
But there's one that's not animal themed, so we'll do that one last. Okay. First, this is the year of for the lunar year.
Oh, I know this. Yeah, it's the year of because Evan was going to do it in his speech. The snake.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Evan.
How is he going to put that in his?
It was going to be. I don't know. So my I was saying last episode, my younger brother got married. My older brother was the officiant.
Yeah, and so how is he going to get snakes
and he was
in it?
He asked me if he should add a part about the year of the snake into his thing, and I was like, I don't know if that. He didn't do it. But that's how I know the answer.
Should add that.
So
should I just add this?
This is also like the day of.
Nugget.
I don't know.
Pat wrote. I mean, my brother was an officiant for my wedding. He wrote his speech it was all day.
Well, he had it like done. He was just like debating adding that, and I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah,
but that's how. Thank you, Evan. Now I got the answer
right.
Way
to go, Evan. Okay. There was. Actually, I think it's a second, but there was a successful organ transplant this week. Where they took an organ from this animal and put it into a human being, and the human being's like doing good. What was the animal?
I'm gonna go with pig.
Oh my god!
Just because
literally, you don't think you know culture, and you are.
Well, that's like a science question because they use a lot of pig like parts and stuff in the medical field because it can like cross over. Okay. So that one I had some background on.
You had some interior knowledge.
That nursing.
But I would have had that with the Patriots and I didn't know it. Although why would I know?
He's not their coach anymore anyway, so it could be a pass.
Wow, that's impressive. I don't know what organ. I think it was a liver, but I don't remember, and so that might be a fact check.
Yeah, for next week.
Fact check for next week. We'll see what liver or what organ it was. Okay. This one you won't get. If you get this, I will actually be impressed. The president is calling this the Riviera of the Midwest, or it will be the Riviera of the Midwest in Middle East. Sorry.
Okay, let's start the question over because I think I need to follow this.
The president will be calling this area the future Riviera of the Middle East. What is it?
What does he mean by Riviera? Or what do you mean by Riviera?
Riviera is like, he's like Mar-a-Lago, like
it's gonna be a nice area.
Yeah, like a resort location.
Like Maya Riviera.
You're gonna want to go. Yeah. Palm Springs of the.
This is gonna be the next nice area of the Middle East. We're gonna.
Yeah.
We're gonna dump down the question for.
We're gonna own it, and then we're gonna make it that.
Okay. In the Middle East, we're gonna have something that's nice.
Yeah.
Like this. And is it a country? Specifically?
Oh God, don't put me on the spot.
Or is it an area?
I feel like Andy's gonna listen to this and she's gonna be like, international affairs.
I'm like, I gotta make sure this country is in the Middle East.
No, it's not a country. It's almost like a
geography.
God, we're gonna really have to fact check this one.
I think
of it like a geographical area. I think of it as a geographical area.
Okay. The Middle East. It's in the Middle East.
Actually, it's definitely not. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna give too much more.
Can I look it up?
I'm like over here trying to like be coy. Like I don't want to give you a clue.
No, I'm gonna say.
In reality, I just don't know the answers.
We're just gonna go, and I hope this is the Middle East. Egypt?
No, I think that I would consider that like the Middle East. I mean, that's Northern Africa.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's the Gaza Strip.
What? Wait, what?
You clearly don't know. Don't you know all this drama that's happening between Israel and Palestine?
I know, but I did not think that the Gaza Strip, that place is like
the Gaza Strip. That it's like all like been war torn.
Yeah.
So he's saying that we'll take it over and like we'll make it the Riviera of the Middle East.
It's like been bombed.
Yeah. It's also like that would be like we're not gonna get into politics.
But I was trying to think of somewhere that was like nicer, maybe like not like in the middle of
You're looking
war.
for an easy win. You thought the Riviera of the Middle East was going to be an easy win? It's not going to be Dubai. It's not already nice.
I honestly didn't think there was going to be a Riviera of the Middle East at all.
Not your comment that you think about.
Honestly, my mind was...
So I'm guessing you won't be visiting.
No, my mind when you first started was Midwest. I know.
I think I said Midwest.
So I was like, Kansas?
And when I asked, I was talking to Zach about this, and I said, like, I kept saying Midwest, and he was like, that's like, you're saying the wrong place.
Yeah, didn't get that one.
No.
That
Okay,
was
well
that was a
that's
tough one.
yeah. I mean that's pretty good though. You got 2 out of 3. I got 0 out of 3. So
You were close with Bill Belichick's girlfriend.
yeah, because everyone confuses me for 24, even though I'm 31. I'm not sure
I
that's
wish.
okay. Well, that concludes our episode.
Wraps it up.
Yeah.
See you next week on
We used to be fun.